Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and look, it's more Civ 6, who would have thought it, eh? This is a little bit different to usual because we are undertaking a challenge. That's right, this is a specific map that has been given to us with the idea that we are going to compete against other people taking part in this same map, and you can too. Go to my Discord and you'll find this exact save file that you can have a go at, but I've got the save file from Reddit. It is a particular group, and I'll leave all the links in the comments below or the descriptions of the video below, so you can go to all of these things, and it'll all be on Discord as well, so you can come and find it. But it is a Reddit community called the Civ 6 Challenge League, and every month or so, right, it seems like every month, I'm not entirely sure if there's a schedule, but it's quite cool, they put up a challenge map. So this one is valid from, I think, 31st of August to September 13th, although to be fair, I'm sure if you did it beyond that date, I'm sure they wouldn't mind particularly, but they have given me a specific map with a load of challenges, and we've got to see how we can do it. So, essentially, we are playing as Vicky. We have the choice between Vicky and Eleanor of Aquitaine of England. We've played Eleanor quite a few times, and I love Vicky. She gets overlooked so much because Eleanor of Aquitaine is the best person in Civ. That is just, it's non-debatable. It is what it is. So we're going to play as Vicky because I really like Vicky. The Workshop of the World, Pax Britannia, Royal Navy Dockyards. Oh, it all works so well. And there are a couple of things. So this is a small continents map with 8 people on, and we know specifically who they are. We've got Cleopatra, Cyrus, Dido, Genghis Khan, Pedro, Suleiman, and Wilhelmina. So that's Egypt, Persia, Carthage, Mongolia, Brazil, Turkey, and the Dutch. God, yeah, when you actually have to do it and sit there and think about it all, it's quite tricky. It is a domination challenge, so we have to win by domination. It is a pretty standard 8-player map, small continents, all the things are set. We're playing on Deity mode, and it's standard speed. Now, depending on what difficulty you put it on, there is like a point system. I'm not entirely sure how the system works. Well, we'll see how we do. I think it's based on how quickly you complete the map, so this is a turn-based challenge. But there are also extra points that we can get based on what we do. So by completing this map on Deity difficulty, we get 2 points. Immortal was 1, and Emperor is just a flat, you don't get any bonus points. And we're like, well, we're used to Deity difficulty, aren't we? So we'll pick up the 2 points. That's fine. We've got to win by domination, but there are also a few challenges on this condition sort of tree. Now, if we get 4 plus 4 or more adjacency dockyards, we get 1 point. That should be pretty easy to do. If we get 4 plus 4 adjacency industrial zones, we get 2 points. Again, we're pretty good with our aqueduct placement and our canal placement normally, so I'm pretty sure we should be fine. We get 3 points if we control 8 cities with world wonders. Well, we're going for domination victory, so I would be surprised if we didn't pick up that one. And as Victoria, control all major AI cities plus 4. So that's going to be the tricky thing. If we want to pick up the last 4 points, so this is a total of 12 potential points, the 4 points at the end, I need to control all major AI cities. That means the last capital needs to be the last city I pick up. And I read this as well that I need to pick up all the city-states, but I might be wrong on that. But anyway, there's a little hint on the map that just says to settle in place or not to settle in place. That is the question. Also rush the canals. Now, you can see why, right? This looks like the perfect canal city. Would we why on earth would we settle there? That, for me, just, ugh. Like, it doesn't even have fresh water. Really, what I'd want to be doing is pushing down to this tile here if I wanted the river. Down here for the faith, or up here for the culture. But as long as I settle on one of these 2 tiles, I feel like I'm doing all right. You know, this is what I want to do. There's a lovely coast here. Oh, I should point out as well, we have the shuffle on in terms of the tech tree. So we had to have the shuffle on, so where Royal Navy Dockyards, I have no idea where they're going to be. And we've got societies on, secret societies, but Apocalypse is off. So it's just secret societies. I'm thinking Owls of Minerva. I haven't played with Owls of Minerva just yet, and the extra trade route per city could stack really, really well with the fact that we're going to have 179 trade routes, so that should be pretty cool. Either that or the Sanguine Pact and going for vampires I think would be quite fun. So one of those 2. I think the Hermetic Order, nah, it's not really for me this game, and the Old Gods we've played about 500 times. I'd rather wait with Old Gods until it stacks with somebody that really works well. I'm not going to be getting a religion, I'm just going to be focusing on gold. And the Royal Navy Dockyard is going to be pretty much my entire empire's... Oh, why does it... Look, when you go on the Civipedia, that should have that immediately into the search box. I don't know why it doesn't do that. Yeah, Royal Navy Dockyard, here we go. So this Royal Navy Dockyard is basically the center point of my entire empire. It's really quick to build, put the lighthouse up, get all the extra gold, it provides more food, it provides more production, it's just a bit of everything. It's a wonderful, wonderful building. That is point number one. The second point is my favorite wonder, and we're going to see if we can build this pretty much as quickly as we can. As soon as we get down to mass production, we get the Venetian Arsenal. Now I have to put it on a coast tile next to an industrial zone, so we've got to keep an eye out for that. But this beautiful, beautiful wonder gives me a 3 copy of any naval unit that I build. It is amazing. The aim of the game is basically to have as many great admirals, many ships as possible. We're going to have the biggest navy, and we're going to use all of Vicky's skills to sort of do that. I mean, oh, she's honestly brilliant. The Royal Navy Dockyard's a fantastic building. The Sea Dog is quite good. Redcoats, that plus 10 combat strength is absolutely insane. A Redcoat army, oh, those things are nuts. Workshop of the World is one of my favourite understated game, like, abilities in the game. Like, it's really cool. The extra iron and coal, especially the extra coal, makes a huge difference to being able to power your empire. Plus 100% production towards military engineers means we're building railways for days. That's why I love England. They are brilliant. They get 2 charges as well, so they're half as quick to build and do twice as much. I mean, just why would you not build them? It's insane. Buildings that provide additional yields when powered receive plus 4 of that yield. That is insanely good. So we've got factories, research labs, shipyards, all of these things that give just amazing power, including, I think, shopping malls later in the game when you get food and broadcast centres and all kinds of stuff. Anything that gives you yield when it's powered. It's brilliant. But Pax Britannia, I really like this. So if I settle a city on a continent other than my home continent for the first time, I get a 3 milli unit, which hopefully will be redcoats as soon as we can unlock them, and a trade route capacity. So on an 8-player map, I think there's 5 continents, so we should get another plus 4 trade routes if we're lucky. And then when I build the Royal Navy Dockyard, I get a 3 boat. That's the most powerful that I've got. I should have a huge navy. We've agreed that I'm not settling in place, right? That's just not... We're not going to do that. We're going to go up one. Now, the question is going to be whether or not I settle here onto the culture, or whether I settle here on the hills. We're not playing as Menelik this time, so that's okay. It's just a case of whether we do that. I think actually I might keep the campus here, because that'll be a +2, and then +3, +4 with the rainforest actually. So I might settle on that hill. That's actually not a bad settling spot. I mean, yes, moving onto that culture tower would be really cool, but I think we're going to settle in place. I don't think moving one over is going to be worth it. I'd rather settle on their hill. Wonderful. Let's just do it. I am going to work the culture tile though, so that is going to just take away all of my early game production, but that's fine. Now we don't know where the techs are. Oh, actually we do. We do know where sailing is. So the galley would be quite an interesting one to get. We don't actually have any fishing boats to get. There's a crabs, but I never like rushing crabs. It's a bit pointless, isn't it? But, I mean, it would unlock us galleys, which means we could sort of get cracking on that one. Otherwise, animal husbandry, I think, is always the good one to get anyway. There's 3 techs here that it would reveal for us, and, well, unlocking horses, gotta be a good thing. Now, what are we going to build first? Let's just quickly reload all this. So we've got 8 turns. 8 turns. I think I'm going to go for the monument start. We're going to cash in on the extra culture here and the extra culture there, and we're going to see if we can get to our government quickly. I so rarely... I can't even make a joke about it. I so rarely plug my Discord. Ha ha ha. But I'm going to name all my cities based on all of the lovely Discord members that are in our group. I think there's like 80 people in this Discord, so the challenge is going to be, can I put every single city name as to somebody in my Discord until we get it all done? It's a challenge, and I think we're game for it. We're going to start with our glorious admins. Praise be to them. I've got a couple of new mods on actually, which are really cool. Just stuff that helps with the user interface, and there's some like really good world climate stuff. I've got lovely pretty pictures on the map now. I've got a couple of user interface things, like I can actually change the city names just on this sort of stuff. I mean, you can have a look at what mods I've got. I mean, come and ask me if you ever want, but this is sort of like a big list of what I'm using, really. Pause it at your own leisure. Nothing changes the files. Nothing changes the gameplay. It's all user interface. Oh, Babylon, Owls of Minerva. Nice. Yes, I will take that. So the Owls of Minerva are unlocked by sending an envoy to a city-state. +1 economic policy slot. A point. Yes, I would love that. Now, we should be able to use the Owls of Minerva to make friends with all of the city-states, and having Babylon on side is pretty good, actually. Great works of writing and relics and artifacts all give science. I mean, that's okay. We're not realistically going to get many great works of writing, because that's fine, but maybe we can buy them and steal them, so... I mean, hey, I will take the campus adjacency, and I'll take the science per turn. I mean, all of these things would be awesome. I think we're going to have to do our level best as well to create as many canals as we can, because this is a thin whisper of an island. There are 0 horses here. 0. Oh no. Okay, it doesn't matter. Don't care. Let's go for writing. Oh wow, look at that civic tree. Ooh, that's a jolly old mess, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that one. We've got 2 economic policy cards, so I can use God King and urban planning. I haven't even got to preach to you that God King is the first thing you should be getting. Let's go for discipline as well. With 2 turns of getting this old monument here. Oh, lovely. I'm also going to plug a little bit into early empire so that I can get the colonialization civic. I mean, 6 pop is going to be tricky to do, so I'm going to probably do like 10 turns of this and then leave it alone and then wait for the boost, because I don't want to be, you know, I want to be playing as cleverly as I can here. This is a challenge map. I've got to be on my A game. I mean, the very nature of me saying I've got to be on my A game means almost certainly I'm not going to be, but, you know, that's fine. Taking over my first barb camp already. Military tradition boosted. Well, this is interesting. It's loads of faith down here. There's not many tiles. I mean, I'm just thinking of sort of potential canal places. If I were to settle here, for instance, like a canal to there and there. I like the idea of just having as many canal cities as possible. Just as many ways to go through. It just, for me, I don't know, it's a bit of a laugh, isn't it? There's no fresh water on that city at all. It would be the most pointless city. Literally the most pointless city until I get canals. Oh, is it worth it? Is it worth having the fun? I don't know. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it here instead, and that gives me the possibility of putting an aqueduct down there. And then, yeah, I'm just creating some amazing industrial zones for myself when the time comes. So that'll be a canal. We'll plonk this one into being a canal as well. Yeah, and we've got some good industrial zone spots. Possibilities for us. You know what? I'm just going to go for it. Why not? Why not? Got a little slinger up north, so we can now think about getting our campus down. That would be a pleasurable thing indeed. Oh, lovely +4. Oh, yes. What a start. Here's my second city as well. There's the other admin. Lovely person. You can see here with a couple of well-placed settlers like this. The thing that drew me to this spot was have a look at this Royal Navy dockyard. That's going to be a +4. All we need is +4s, I think, from our challenge, wasn't it? That we can go canal through Derwentwater Lake and then through here with the canal. So, as I say, all about canals this game. I'm going to switch to Ilkum. Agogi, I think, would be quite good as well, just because I could do with a few more troops. The troops I've got are doing fine. There's no real barbarian problem at the moment, he says. Absolutely going to screw myself over for doing that, but that's okay. Let's go for pottery. I need a granary in this little, well, in VKTF. Bigger continent, this one. Oh, Bologna. Oh, Persia. Okay, well, so we're near Persia. I don't know if that's a good thing. Where did they even appear from? Not sure about that, but we're going to try and make friends immediately. We don't have any open borders for which we can trade them, but that's okay. Oh, the Pantheon. What are we going to get? Can we get settlers? No. No settlers. Never mind. It's always worth a try, isn't there? There's going to be a plantation, which is a fun thing. A couple of plantations, actually. So we could get +1 culture from plantations. That would be pretty cool. The extra production and faith from strategic resources is always fun. Divine Spark. I'm not really going to be focusing on getting too many great scientists this game. There's no camps really for me to do. No volcanic soil. I could get the fishing boats, God of the Sea, but really I don't even have that many fish. So that's not as big a thing as I want. You know what, I'm actually going to double down on the plantations here. It's quite a useful one in the long-term points of the game. So we're going to go for the +1 culture from plantations. I think that's quite a good one. Anyway, Bologna gets you way more great people points than you would normally get. God, this is like a science game written all over it. Who is he gone for? Who is he gone for? Hermetic Order. Oh, he's going sciencey. Alright, well, there you go then. Genghis Khan as well. Love to sample your hospitality. Ah, there we go, the Void Singers. We don't need them. We've got Minerva already. Let's get Pingala immediately into the capital and double up on all of that. The Scout is ready to go as well. I'm just going to let you do your thing. There's Mongolia. Okay, so we actually are on the same continent as Mongolia. That's a little bit worrying. Just a little worrying that. At least we've got the campus up and running. That's good. Let's get the aforementioned irrigation going. That's good for me. I've got a couple of builders here. I'm actually going to be just chopping down some of this hill forest and just putting mines down. We're with Vicky. We don't need to worry about that sort of thing. Oh, Dido's here as well. Lovely to meet you. So let's go for delegation with you. There's nothing I can really trade with people. Mongolia, I missed out on the delegation opportunity because I'm an idiot, but that's okay. You know what, I really do need to get some galleys up and running because Dido is on the coast and she's already found me with her biremes and those things are freaking scary. So let's go for a couple of galleys. That'll help. So we've got irrigation going, we've got sailing going. These are all cool things. What are we going to do? I think masonry is important. I have to get some walls up, otherwise I just feel like we're going to get assaulted by the sea. We're going to avoid a dark era. I guess that's a good thing. Well, don't actually know if that's a good thing, but we are going to avoid one. Got our first galley up and running. In fact, I just might get a couple of these galleys. A granary would be quite handy. I might have to get a granary first. Oh, it pains me to do so, but my capital's just really weak. Got 2 plantations down now, which is pretty cool. There's my dyes. Oh, the Persia wants to trade. You know what? I'll just trade it for some spices and a little bit of gold, because for some reason you don't think that's a reasonable fair trade. Cool. +4 immunities in my capital. That'll do. Just a little bonus to something. Right. 3 inquiry. Sounds good to me. Also going to switch to Maritime Industries. I think that's quite handy, that one. Get rid of this marsh. Pumps the food into this city. That's delightful. We need our gold per turn. That is the one thing that we really do need to try and improve if we can. Ah, wonderful. Colonialization, we need that. We need more settlers. Rapidly. Rapido. I'll do. I think I might go for culture first for Pingala, just so I can get my government up and running as quickly as I can. You can see that that's I'm just sailing in this direction. I've just seen that science boat. Have you seen that? Is that the Bermuda Triangle? I think it is the Bermuda Triangle, isn't it? Let's have a quick peek. Chop down the woods. The granary is coming along nicely now. Come on, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it is the Bermuda Triangle. Okay. I mean, if I put one city here, I could in theory have a 5 science tile. Sometimes Bermuda Triangle is sort of close enough to land for you to sort of have a quick peek and just sort of nick it. Don't know if that's going to be the case this time around. Go for defensive tactics. I just feel like someone may attack me anyway, so that's pretty good. I've got envoys. I'll go for Bologna maybe in a little bit. What do they want? A Eureka for wheel and a trade route. Trade route I can do. That actually I could do. Oh, hurricane. Lovely. Astrology. What else have we got to do? Again, I'm looking for the sailing ships. So shall we go for... If I click on this, which route is it asking me to go down? Okay, this route. So we'll go for bronze working first. Oh yeah, no, that's just absolutely sunk everything. 1 tile damaged, 1 tile gained fertility. I'm not entirely sure which tile gained fertility, but sure. Or was it this one? It might have been a rice, actually. Don't kill too much of my city, please. Please don't do it. Why has Mongolia got a ship there? Why does that fill me with dread? Did that do anything else? 2 tiles gained fertility. This tile... and is that it? Oh, didn't really leave too much of a lingering benefit to me, but never mind. Ancient walls I'm going to have to look at now. Why do I just get the sense that Mongolia are not here to be nice? Anyway, I'll just put an archer in there. At least I've got some defense now. So if I send a route to Babylon who wants... They want a trade route, and I've also got Owls of Minerva. That gives me 2 envoys. That's pretty cool, which means I'm now suzerains with them. Ho ho! Just that literal 1 point per turn is enough for me. That's pretty damn good. Just going to switch to limes briefly, just so I can get my walls up. Because, again, do I feel safe? Absolutely not. Oh, Lisbon. Nice to meet you, Lisbon. Why did I get an envoy? Not entirely sure why I got an envoy there. Is that part of the Minerva thing? Unlocked by sending an envoy to a city-state, +1 economic policy slot. Each trade route sent to a city-state awards +1 envoy. I don't know why I just got 1 envoy. Oh no, because I didn't just finish a civic. Weird. Weird, I don't know why that one did that, but anyway, Lisbon, I mean, Lisbon looks like it's actually being shot down at the moment, but that's okay. There is Suleiman. Nice to meet you, Suleiman. Send you a delegation, oh, when it's my turn. The Matterhorn. Nice. Delegation was, yeah, that was successful. We'll go for open borders. I'll give you the gift. Maybe that'll actually help to persuade them to be my friends. There's the Hermetic Order. Cool. I'm actually just going to use that governor quickly to get Armani and stick you in Bologna. And then that should be enough to send me through to being suzerain with them. Hopefully. 1 more city here. I can get the dies up pretty quickly. You just sort of heal yourself up. And I think the first thing to do is get ancient walls whilst I can. You know what, actually, I feel like my capital is safer now. Now that the walls are springing into existence. Ah, my people settled too close. Get lost, Mongolia. There's the Quadrireme. Okie dokie, that's good news for me. Have I unlocked? There's Celestial Navigation. Okay, which route is that? Horseback, just straight through. Improved 2 sea resources. I probably can do that pretty soon, actually, because there's a fish over there. I was building myself a galley. Do I quickly just switch to builder? And then I can go pick up that fish. I think that does sound like a good idea. I'm just using my gold at the moment in the usual way to pick up monuments because it just keeps my culture a little higher than it otherwise would be. Political philosophy. We're going to go straight for Oligarchy this time because I want the +4 from the naval attack ships. That'll be pretty cool. Okay, limes is fun, but I don't need it for now. I need Maritime Industries. We've got settlers. We've got urban planning. We've got first envoy I send so that I can pick up a load of envoys with the trade city-states. And then I have a wild card. Anything else I want to do for a wild card? I get conscription in, but my gold per turn is, oh, it's okay actually. At the moment, that's not too bad. That'll give me a little bit more gold. More trades. What do we reckon? Builders? Builders are probably the best way to do it. Yeah, cool. Let's keep the economic policies up and running. So there was political philosophy. What are we going to do now? I think there's nothing really here. Military training I think is probably the best because it gets the envoy. And envoys we are starting to be able to whip out in a fun way. Now Bologna, look, oh, you can see we're just 1 away from picking that one up. So let's just quickly pick that city-state up. Oh look, there's Persia across the narrow sea. Mongolia does actually have a couple of cities on the coast, which is pretty cool. Ah, Egypt. Nice to meet you, Egypt. Where are you? Send the delegation. We'll go for the open borders. Would you give me... Oh, alright, I'll just give it to you then. Where are they? Oh, they're here. Interesting. Alright, let's just pick up this boost. 120 gold is far too much for 1 fish, but you know, fine. Takes it off. Celestial Navigation. It's the Royal Navy Dockyards. Those are what we need. Just selling away all my diplomatic favour, but that's okay. As I say, gold per turn is kind of what we need right now. Oh, Mongolia, just stop leaving your galleys outside my cities. It's a little bit annoying, really. So Judaism seems to be being spread to my empire. What does that give me? Choral music, meeting houses. Nothing decent. I kind of want a Defender of the Faith. If I can get that, that sounds brilliant. And clear the camp. Yes. Nice. Oh, Sanguine Pact. I think we found all of them now, which is pretty cool. Magnus, let's just pop in provision for you because you were just about to very kindly finish a settler off for me. How much is a settler these days? 500 gold. Oh, don't think so. How have I already fallen that far behind Phoenicia? Oh, 7 techs behind her. I thought I was doing okay. I've got a nice old campus going. I mean, they've got 67 science per turn, to be fair. which is pretty brutal. I do have 3 boats already. That's not too bad for me. I normally have way worse than that, but cool. We do now have celestial navigation. Okay, so the Royal Navy Dockyard is quite an important building to pop in. I think actually a nice +3 here would do me lovely. So let's just quickly get that done. I think once this city is done as well, I need to get the dockyard going here. So where are we going to get the dockyard? Which side does it make sense to do it? I think probably this side, because we're more likely to go after Dido, because she's got loads of cities on the coast. None of them have walls up. So I think that's probably the best thing to do. In terms of where to put the... I want to keep this coast 3. In fact, let me just think about this. If I'm putting a industrial zone there, which means I probably, because I need to be putting commercial hubs everywhere as well, because I'm the Owls of Minerva, that means I've got one of these 2 slots to pop the Venetian Arsenal, and we'll pop the Venetian Arsenal on this one just for now. If I can remember which one it is, there it is. Which means Royal Navy Dockyard here. It's not the worst idea actually, so let's do it. Let's just buy that. Oh, 80 gold. Oh, it just feels like an absolute waste, but it's not. We'll pop that there. Okay. Just looking for caravels, but nothing just yet. What do I got unlocked to go this way? That bottom one, this way. Okay. So, I think we've got to do some of these earlier techs now. Let's go for wheel. I'm going to test this out now. If I send a route to Bologna, boom, 1 more envoy. Bologna has an impressive army. 515 gold to levy that, but then I could use it against someone like Persia. I need a military ally, so we're just going to go for friendship with Turkey, and we're going to see if we can keep them on side. What do you want? Is that a good deal for you? A bit more gold as well? Oh yeah, that's brilliant. Look at that. Lovely. There's the dockyard though. How many turns have we got? 4 turns. Oh no, I needed to get this great. I needed to get this great age, this golden age. We have a new mod which looks at the era score, and I can have a look and see what I need to do, because I mean there's got to be some stuff I can do. It's very difficult to work out though. looking at all of this stuff. I mean, meeting everybody is probably the easiest one we can do. World's first strategic resource unleashed. Don't know. Oh well, we'll just settle a bit and see if it does anything. So going to the inner circle of my Discord now, we've got Banjo, and there's Bob Hatstand. Alright. We're building a bit of a navy now actually, this is cool. I don't know why it chose a galley from me. That's actually really annoying. I wanted a quadrireme. Never mind. I'm kind of worried that Mongolia has vampires. I just feel like that's not a very fun combination for me. Do you know what I mean? Or Mongolia, that is a highly annoying settle there. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, normal. Oh, this is so annoying. I really wanted the upgraded 3 inquiry. There's so much science I'm missing out on per turn from that, but what are you going to do? Monumentality. Building lots of Royal Navy dockyards at the moment, so that should be okay. God. Yeah, Mongolia's cities are pretty strong, but I kind of feel like I need to go to war to take over a couple. At least give them a bit of a shout. Who's this? Cleopatra. There's always one flipping envoy behind me. I really need Bologna to stay safe, because their swordsmen are going to actually be really useful for me. Actually, I say that, they've just built walls up, so, I mean, not that useful. Alright, trade routes to me, and I'd like another trade route, that'd be really good. And then building military units takes less production. Both of these are really good. Let's see if we can get those through. One of them failed. Unmet player gets the route. Faith? Faith never goes through this early in the game. Who did that? 4 votes for Faith, 2 votes for Faith, 3 votes. That's 9 in total against 5, 8. Oh man, if I'd put more votes into that one. Oh, I mucked it up. Finding where these boats are is proving really tricky. Really tricky, but that's okay. We'll find them in a bit. Right, Suleiman, what about military alliance? How does that sound to you? Doesn't want it. 13 gold? Ugh. I mean, honestly, what's the point? Actually, I'll sell all this to you because, quite frankly, I don't want any of it. 26 gold per turn, yes, okay. He wants it. He's going to be a good ally. Do I go to war with Mongolia? They've got 440 military strength, but there's not much route for them to take to attack me directly. I just need to send one more trade route to Bologna. And then I feel like I'll be safe enough to steal all the swordsmen. Okay, we're just going to wait a couple of turns, but then I think I actually will go to war with Mongolia, see if we can steal this city on the coast. Okay, one more route to Bologna. That means we've now got 8 envoys with Bologna, and they are influenced by 6 for Cleopatra. I feel that's like strong enough now that I can levy the units, so we've got all these swordsmen on now. I think we're going to go for a joint war. Now, is this possibility? No. Actually, have they even met Mongolia? They have. They just don't want to go to war with them. Okay. Well, that's, I guess, fine. We're going to just declare a surprise war on Mongolia. Can I get you involved? Join ongoing war. Genghis Khan. Oh yeah, look. Actually, for 1 gold. They'll do it, which means I've got my military ally involved, which means I get the extra combat strength. Now, I'm just going to push my galleys through the city first, before my quadriremes come through. I'm going to see if I can, well, just lure their navy out a little bit. It's annoying that swordsman's going to get hit by an attack, but that's okay. I've got a battering ram on the way. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of an attritional war, but I think we've got the navy to pull it off. 54 damage. Quite strong, but that's okay. Aha. Okay, so they have +6 strength on me, opponent's movement, so that my military alliance kind of cancels that out. That's not too bad. What I'm hoping is that Dido doesn't decide to get involved. She shouldn't get involved, but she might. If it's cartography. It's ages away. Well, what route is that taking us down? Machinery, buttress. Okay, own 3 archers. Own 3 archers is something I could probably do, actually. I've got the gold per turn coming in to just be able to buy them in, and at this point, just absolutely loading my money on getting these boosts, these civic boosts, is probably a really good thing. 18 gold per turn, good. So the Ottomans are going to fund me through this one. This is cool. Brazil, nice to meet you. Okie dokie. I mean, I didn't actually see where you were. Oh, there you are. Oh, you're just on the coast as well. Let's go for a delegation with you. Let's go for open borders. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, do you want to join my war? No, he doesn't want to join my war. I wonder who I could get to join my war. Persia probably would. Join ongoing war. No, he wants a lot of money. What about you, Egypt? Do you want to join my ongoing war? No, they don't even want to. Rubbish. Everyone's just so diplomatically boring this game. Oh, friendship though. Nice. Let's go for an economic alliance. 10 gold. God, it's so expensive. Especially because I need specifically about 20 gold. I'm just going to chuck a couple of diplomatic favour at you. That'll do. Lovely. That means I can go this city and then go for the archer. That boosts machinery. Okay, look, my land army is actually making its way through. I haven't seen the Mongolian cavalry just yet, which of course means I've now jinxed it into appearing next turn, but, you know, we've got this around on them at the moment. How's Bologna doing? I just need to keep an eye on this one. Still 6. That's okay. Preslav. I quite like the idea of being able to produce units in the capital. Loyalty for encampment, but I mean, Preslav is actually really handy for when I take people over later. I think it's also the easiest way to get another. Yeah, let's just do it. That's 2 envoys there. Okay, we got it surrounded now. That's good. Let's start just chopping with our swordsmen. Doesn't matter if we're slightly weaker than they need to be. It's just leveling everyone up. Everyone's just attacking in. Okay, we can't do it this term, but next term should be what we need. And the Dutch. Ah, we've met everybody. Hooray! First to meet everybody. What do you want? Send delegation and open borders. Join ongoing war. Doesn't want to do that. Alright. Everyone's still really boring. Okay, well, I'm hoping if we roll the turn forward, I mean, the cavalry are going to appear now. Oh no, there's a vampire. Oh, lovely. I wonder how strong the vampire is. Let's have a quick look. Just get me out of this one. Oh, 48 base strength. Oh, lovely. So you know what? We're going to actually have to steal a city, and I think we're going to have to immediately make peace. Because quite frankly, the Mongolians are a little bit scary. But here is a lovely Great Admiral. This is a fantastic Great Admiral. This one if I burn her, immediately just gives +3 combat strength for all naval units. I don't even want to bother using her normally. She is amazing. Let's just do one hit there, switch out this galley for this one, and then hopefully that's the city taken. Yes, it is. So we did take one city. We did take one city. I could actually go after Carthage now. They may be a little bit easier to go after than Mongolia, because Mongolia have just got this huge army that does make me a little bit scared. Oh, and Persia as well, actually. Persia's really weak. I could go after Persia. Will Mongolia even take peace? One turn away. So we may have to put up with them for a turn or two, but you know what? Actually, I think I might just drop into peace with Mongolia and see if we can just hold them back a little bit. No. We don't like military emergencies. I mean, it's clearly going to go through. Yep, Dido's now at war with me. Okay, so we need to think about this a little bit carefully because we've got vampires attacking us now, which are pretty damn tough. I don't like that. I really don't like vampire attacks. They're not very helpful at all. This intel that Mongolia are getting against my attacks is pretty brutal as well. But we do have a lot of gold, a huge amount of gold, and the Ottomans just keep basically funneling it at us. Hang on, if I just do to this, got all of this political power now. Come on, give this to me. What would you give me for that? Quite a lot. So I'm going to just take raw gold for that at the moment. What about 350? Nope. What about 325? Yes. Alright, so that means I can do things like getting this guy into a crossbowman, which would help a lot. I could do... What else am I going to do? Oh, the emergency. I hate the fact the emergency gives us issues with strength of units and everything. Like, this galley can just chuck this one up. The swordsman, you just have to hold your ground for a little bit, I think, and then the crossbowman, do I bring that forward? He could attack the vampire, but I just don't think he's going to be very good at it. Let's just switch you two round, and then I can at least shoot at that swordsman. Oh, when did you slip through? You jerk. Get in here, you. Good thing I had some galleys back. Yeah, there's a lot of naval units attacking me right now, but we do have 440 strength. Like, my army's pretty good. It's just sort of making sure it's all kind of in the right place. And I'm producing boats like nobody's business as well. So that's good. I need more lighthouses, need more trade routes, need more everything, really. But we're not out of this yet. We are not out of this yet. Ritual. Gilded vault building. Powerful replacement of the bank. Oh, the gilded vault is so good. Actually getting some pretty strong galleys now. As soon as I get caravels, I'm going to be absolutely laughing. Right, I'm just going to go a bit bold and just try and strike out a little bit and do some attacking. As I say, Sidon is such a tempting target. If I can get to it, that wouldn't be bad for me. Oh, and also, look at this. Oh, look at you attacking me. Tut, 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 tut. My next target is Zanzibar. It's right behind Mongolia. But if I can just send a couple of trade routes to it and I can just sort of envoy it, I think I can nab it, and that would be really funny. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton for all of the help you give on Patreon, as well as everybody else who likes and subscribes to the video. Cheers, you help keep me going.